legal questions. For that, of course, we have our Fox 26 senior legal analyst, Chris Tritico, in the house. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Interesting questions today.
Yes.
You ready to get to it?
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to start with Denny, who writes, I closed on a mobile home last September. There were problems from the beginning. They missed the delivery date and built the wrong trailer. They offered me the lot model, which is used, but for time's sake, I took it. The salesperson offered me 3 years of paid down lot rental, which is in writing and signed on the subdivision letterhead. The manager added it to my lease agreement. Now the general manager is saying that there is no way I was promised that. The payment is listed on the closing paperwork. Do I have enough to hold them to this?
Denny, yes, you do. You sent me all this paperwork and I looked at it, and you have everything you need to sue them for breach of contract if they are refusing to make these payments. They put it in writing, they signed it, and they agreed to make these payments for 3 years. That's everything you need. And so you can do this one of two ways. You can sue them in justice of the peace court all by yourself. If you do that, put on the original petition that you want your attorney's fees, even though you don't have a lawyer, just for technical reasons, because if you later have to hire a lawyer, you want him to get your attorney's fees. Or you can hire the lawyer of your choice, because in a breach of contract case, when you win, then you get your attorney's fees as a part of the judgment. So you have a contract, and if they're not paying this, they're breaching it, and you're going to win that. So good luck.
Denny's liking what you have to say today.
That's right.
That's a positive update there. Next question coming in from Len, who writes, my husband and I were married for nearly 50 years when he passed. We had no debt and all assets were jointly owned, so I didn't see a reason to probate the will. However, a health insurance premium was paid after his death. I received a refund check, but the check is made payable to his estate. All of our joint bank accounts have now been changed to individual accounts and only my name. Is there a way for me to deposit this refund check in my account as his only heir without legal assistance?
Well, Lynn, what I would do is I would just write for deposit only on it and deposit it and see what happens. 99 times out of 100 it's going to go through and nobody's going to say a word about it, and that's what and see what happens. If they reject it, then I would worry about it. But I doubt anybody's going to even catch that, and it'll go right through, and that'd be the end of it. But I want to make sure that you have actually closed out all the estate issues. If you have real property or titled vehicles, if those have not been transferred into your name, then you're going to have to open an estate. So if you haven't transferred your house and things like that, you're going to have to open an estate to get that done. So check into all that and make sure you've done all that. If you haven't, you're going to have to contact the lawyer of your choice to help you with that. Good luck.
All right, sounds like a little more homework might need to be done, huh?
Maybe.
Okay. Next and final question coming in from Coriana, who writes, what can I do if a funeral home forged a signature on documents to the insurance company and scammed my family? The total price of the funeral was $14,000. However, a signature was forged for $20,000, which we never agreed to.
Okay, so you can fix this. The funerals and funeral homes and funeral home services, this is a little bit of trivia here, are regulated in Texas, oddly enough, by the Texas Banking Commission. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Well, who would? So I want you to go to the Texas Banking Commission webpage, and there's the Texas Funeral Services Commission. And on there, you can find their webpage, and it says how to file a complaint. And the mission of the Texas Funeral Services Commission is to protect the public from deceptive practices in the funeral and death care industry through a process of impartial enforcement, inspection, and licensing. So go right there. There's a form right there on that page. Fill that out and file a complaint. They should help you with this problem. The next thing I want you to do is contact the either Houston Police Department or the Sheriff's Department, depending on where you live, and file a complaint for theft and fraud against these people for taking advantage of you at the worst moment of your life. Okay? Do both of those things and you should be fine.
Yeah, and that
Good
last
luck.
one will hopefully prevent it from happening to somebody
That's
else.
right. It's horrible.
If they get busted for it.
Horrible
Chris,
that people do this.
You're so helpful. I love your passion to helping others. Thank you for that. If you want to send us your legal questions, hop on our website. You can go to fox26houston.com, and that's where you'll find Chris's segments under the Morning News tab. You know what we do. If you have specific info and advice, we always encourage you to contact an attorney of your choice.